Let's get into our fantasy football talk, Max.
Yes.
Let's just review here the last 5 weeks because we're going into week 6 now. Let's look at the top 5 players at quarterback, running back, receiver, and tight end in ESPN standard full PPR leagues. It's kind of a fun exercise to see who's up here,
Okay.
at the quarterback position. The number 5 quarterback after 5 weeks is Josh Allen.
Oh.
Number 4 is Joe Burrow. He leads the
Ooh.
NFL in passing touchdowns right now after
Five
five.
five
This
big
weekend.
ones this past
Woo,
weekend. Yeah.
woo. Number 3 is Blazer Mayfield. Not Baker anymore. It's Blazer.
Where did that come? Where did that come from?
Blazer. I like it. I like it. Number 2, my guy, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Number 1, that guy Jaden Daniels he probably models his game after Lamar Jackson. So top 5 quarterbacks right now: Lamar, Jaden Daniels, Blazer Mayfield, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. Give me your thoughts on that top 5.
The biggest surprise was definitely Jaden Daniels as a rookie, and then come on, Baker Mayfield. Are we serious? Are we serious? We said, and you know what? Cobrizi looks like we were sleeping again because in the offseason we were talking about that there's a stat where there's at least what was the stat, Cobrizi, where there's the top 10 quarterbacks, there's only
Yeah.
4 of them that remain in the
Yeah,
top 10.
three
It
or
was some,
four.
3 or
Yeah,
4, and we said Baker ain't gonna be in there.
no doubt about
Well,
it.
well, top 3 right now, so he's got us.
Oh,
He got
yeah.
us. He's got weapons, man. You know, you got Mike Evans, you got Chris Godwin. Heck, I mean, yeah, and then 2 running backs that catch the ball in the backfield. So Baker looked good, looks good. Jaden Daniels obviously looks great. I'm not surprised about MVP Lamar. I'm not surprised about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's Joe Burrow, and then number 5 with Josh Allen. I'm surprised he went to 5. I'm surprised he got pushed back, but he'll be back up there.
Yeah, Joe Burrow leading the NFL in passing touchdowns. Baker was definitely that guy that we took out of last year's top 10 for sure. Josh Allen last game, 9 for 30. 9 for 30 passing,
Whoa,
Josh Allen. Yeah.
whoa, whoa.
Yeah. So he's lucky to be still in that top 5.
Mm.
Moving to the running back position after 5 weeks, full PPR standard leagues on ESPN, the top 5 running backs. Number 5 is James Cook. Number 4, Kyron Williams, tied for the NFL lead with 6 rushing touchdowns. Number 3 is Saquon Barkley.
He off
Number
by week, off by week. That's why he got
off
pushed
a
back.
off a bye week, so the fact that he's still number 3, oh my goodness.
Yeah, having a year.
Number 2, my favorite player, Derek King Henry. He leads the NFL with 572 rushing yards and is tied for the NFL lead with 6 rushing touchdowns with Kyron.
Beast.
And the number 1 running back in total points in full PPR leagues after 5 weeks is Alvin Kamara.
Mm.
He leads all running backs with 23 receptions and 214 receiving yards. Top 5 is Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Kyron Williams, and James Cook. Max, what's your thoughts?
I'm not shocked by any of these guys. Honestly, I am not shocked. Maybe Alvin Kamara being number 1 right now. Yeah, I would think so. I think Saquon's got it after this weekend again. No doubt about it. But there's some other guys creeping up as well. I mean, the running back position isn't too bad this year. It depends on who you have for sure. But there's the fact that Derrick Henry, it just never seen this guy. I don't even know if this guy's ever going to retire, man. He'll be 50 years old and he'll still be able to bulldoze people over. It's freaking ridiculous. Ridiculous. So
Yeah.
I love seeing these guys be successful. And it's been fun to watch. I mean, all these guys are really fun to watch.
People are definitely counting out Derrick Henry this year, talking about his age, talking about the miles on the body, the changing system. But yeah, he's proven the doubters wrong, leading the NFL in rushing yards, tied for the NFL lead with 6 rushing touchdowns. Definitely like him. And yeah, Kamara's getting a lot of dump downs, but Derek Carr, he might be out. He might be out a couple of weeks. So we'll see what happens with the Saints there. Going to the wide receiver position. Number 5 after 5 weeks, full PPR leagues on ESPN is Jaden Reed. One of your guys, Max. Jaden Reed's still up there with 2 big weeks. Number 4, coming off a week where he didn't even play with a concussion. So the fact that he's still number 4, my goodness, is Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
Leads the NFL still with 35 receptions. My
Wow.
goodness.
Wow.
Getting a lot of volume there. Number 3 is Justin Jefferson.
Mm.
Number 2 is Nico Collins, who leads
Nice.
the NFL with 567 receiving yards, but we saw him go all out on that deep ball, hurt his hamstring. We don't know what's going to happen there. We don't know what's going to happen there on
Hope
that.
he's all right. I
A
hope he's all right.
67, 70-yard touchdown. We don't know. And the number 1 receiver coming off another big game, parlayed with his quarterback was Jamar Chase. He's
Oh,
tied for the NFL lead with 5 receiving touchdowns. The top 5 at the wide receiver position is Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Justin Jefferson, Malik Neighbors, and Jaden Reed. I'd say the biggest surprise, Max.
yeah,
Agree or
definitely.
disagree?
Jaden Reed is definitely the biggest surprise. I know that in the offseason, I said Jaden Reed will be the number one option for Jordan Love. I loved what he did last year. I think he's incredibly talented. And sure enough, dude, the deep ball situation with Jaden Reed is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just literally bombing it. And if Jaden Reed's there, dude, his catching ability is unreal. And they also use Jaden Reed in the rushing game. Can you believe that? It reminds me of Debo Samuel a little bit.
Yeah, there you
Okay,
go.
hopefully without the injury situation. But Jaden Reed, everybody, woo, automatic flex start. He'll be in my flex for a long time. Maybe slips into that wide receiver too. Maybe.
The fact that Malik Neighbors leads the NFL with 35 receptions after missing a game is crazy. Nico Collins leading the league in receiving yards. Kelly should have kept him. That was a tough choice
Yeah,
there. She
yeah,
should have
yeah.
kept him. But yeah, that's a good top 5. Moving to the tight end position, top 5 after 5 weeks. Number 5 guy on your team, Max. One of what 4 tight ends on your team, maybe 3 or 4, 5 or 6. Isaiah Likely after 2 tutties last week. Number 4 coming off a bye week. Still number 4, Dallas Goostert of the
Mm-hmm,
Philadelphia Eagles.
mm-hmm.
Number 3, another tight end on your team. My goodness, you're talking about this tight end problem, but you got two
You
top
can't
5 guys.
you can't start Isaiah Likely. You freaking know it. He is a bust waiting to happen every week. He got lucky. He had 3 catches last week, 2 of them touchdowns. My gosh, it's just like
It's
you
crazy.
better hope. You better hope.
Number 3 tight end, Tucker Kraft for the Packers. That's crazy. Number 2, a lot of volume last week was George Kittle. Even after missing a game, he's still number 2. And the number 1 tight end, a rookie, one of my guys, Brock Bowers.
Nice.
He leads the tight end position with 28 receptions and leads the tight end position with 313 receiving yards. So he's getting now that Devontae Adams is having a hamstring, having a I don't know what you want to call it, issue with the team, whatever's going on there. Brock Bowers is getting all the looks. And yeah, Tucker Kraft and Isaiah Likely, 2 guys that we didn't talk much about in the preseason, Max.
No, no. Tucker Kraft is a huge surprise. I'm so happy I picked him up because I was betting on David Njoku last week. I was like, okay, I think he's gonna play. I think I'm gonna start him. Then he has all these limited practices. I'm like, no way. And then I'm looking at Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely. I'm like, no freaking way am I starting either of these queeps. And then sure enough, I pick up Tucker Kraft and he has a freaking field day. 25 fantasy points, 2 touchdowns, 88 receiving yards. Woo! What a pickup. What a pickup. I'm really excited about that one.
Definitely a guy mentioned in this segment last week, on the waiver wire scoop segment last
Yep,
week, and I
yep.
I even think it was one of your extra juicy dogs, if I'm not mistaken. Was
Tucker
he your extra
Kraft?
juice? Was he last week?
No, no, no. I didn't have
Okay,
it.
okay.
No, 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 no.
Just a waiver wire scoop for us last
Yeah.
week. So
I
definitely,
listened. I listened to you, Cole Breezy. You brought
thank
it
you.
up. I was looking at his stats. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go get him. I'm going to go get him. Started him, and I won this week. I think he's a huge reason because of it.
That was a good scoop, Max.